Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to the first episode of Flower Talk, where I am your host, Tayjja Flowers, switching up the type of content that is on my channel. However, I still very much am going to be doing all that I'm going to be doing on my channel. However, I just wanted to have a sit down and just regular conversation, me to you, me to everybody that's looking, watching, and subscribing, I hope. Anyways, that has nothing to do with this, but for real, I wanted to do this type of content because they say if you know something, say something. And I believe, despite my young age, my 26 years of life, that I am somebody who actually has a lot of wisdom, and I've been getting that ever since that I was younger, because I've been around a lot of older people, and I've also just experienced that much more in my life. So I actually know a bit of something. And so today, the title of the video is the startup, the switch up, and telling them to catch up. So here's the thing. Let me tell you, right? My shirt says it's giving leave a category for the rest of us. And my friend actually got this custom made for me on my birthday. Shout out to her, because it's really one of them situations when you're a multifaceted person, people have a tenacity to kind of be in a bit of disregard for you. So that means you're either alienated, that means people are leaving you out, that means people like the way your light feels, but then when they get close to it, be upset that, you know, it's burning them. You're the type of person that often exposes people's insecurity because you are authentic. The definition of being authentic or authenticity is being exactly what something is said to be. And so you're authentic. You are who you say you are. You are exactly who you think you are. And when you get around people who think that they are that thing and they realize, dang, she's a lot more of that thing than I thought that I was. Like, oh, I thought I was this person, but turns out this person is actually exactly that person. And so when you come into rooms, you light up spaces, you light up faces, and you know, that's the startup. That is the startup. So I wanted to make this video because I had made a separate channel just to have these type of conversations, because I'm a multifaceted person, and my biggest issue, or just like of procrastinating what is supposed to be done in my life, is because I've been trying to figure out how to compartmentalize all my talents, right? Like all of my hobbies. Does every hobby need to be monetized? Do I really need to do all these things? Like, is this hobby really conducive? Like, do I need to do it, right? And so when you're just a multifaceted person, which I believe you guys are, because if you even watching me, then you you aligned, baby. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. We locked in for sure. But when you are a multifaceted person, a lot of the times, you tend to be seen as somebody who can't make up their mind. And then when you are a multifaceted person that is good at a lot of things, also like a jack of all trades, people will look at you and then, for instance, right? Let me give this example because it just came to my head. It says, dang, how does it go? Let me think about it. Wait. It says, the master of, dang, you guys know what I'm talking about. How does it go? A jack of all trades is better. Sorry, you know what? Hold on. We just got to look it up. How does the saying go for the master of all trades is still better than one? And y'all already know I'm using ChatGPT. I love ChatGPT. For real. No, but what is the actual, the saying you're referring to is likely the jack of all trades, master of none. But if you, okay, right. So the saying goes, the jack of all trades is a master of none. But I feel like people don't know the second half because of the very reason that I'm talking about. So it goes, the jack of all trades is a master of none, but often better still than the master of one. So you're a multifaceted person and you continue to do these things or continue to just do really whatever the heck you want in freaking life, because it's your life and you can do whatever you want. Any single time you want to switch it up, motherfucker, switch it up. Sorry, I'm gonna try to be a little more demure, but fucking switch it up. Like, you don't have to stay the same. Like, you don't have to do nothing that you don't want to do. And so when people see you switching it up, they be like, oh, like, she's doing something new again. And obviously, like, it's always cringy, that startup, right? It's always cringy. Oh, I'm doing something new, you got to put it out there. And for me, what I was oftentimes doing was like, okay, I want to start this new thing and I'm going to do it all the way over there because I don't want, people can mess up a good thing. Like, it's important to build in private. But however, there are things that you're going to have to build in front of the people who probably don't want to see you build it. For instance, biblical verse, God will prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies. How the heck is he supposed to show people that you eating and that you good on your side if you keep trying to take everything off the table that he put on the table and try to eat somewhere else in a different room? Like, people need to see your success. People need to see your testament. People need to see your glory. People need to see you shining. People need to see that you're changing. People need to see that the weapons that they tried to form against you did not prosper. People need to see these things, because every single time, you fell off or you didn't want to do that thing anymore, and then, you're just like, well, I don't know what else I want to do. People are thinking that, you hear them sirens? Confirmation, period. Because it's about to be a siren going off in these people's head because they try to, Anyways, I'm not going to lie. Like, I definitely am guilty of doing that so many times. And so the flower talks were going to be on an entirely different and separate channel. I was like, dang, I don't even know if I want to show my face. So I was going to record just an audible version. And, shout out to my friend, because she told me, Tay, like, people want to see you. Like, I can just imagine you having these conversations on your couch with the nice lighting. She was like, your place is an aesthetic place. Like, you made your place this way for a reason, because you wanted to make content. And I'm just like, you know what, girl? You're right. Like, you can't take the stuff that is on the table that God clearly wants you to eat, and be like in contentment because you see people looking at you weird and looking at you funny. So here's what I'm saying. People are going to be happy for you in the startup phase. Some people may not. Like, yeah, you're going to have haters, but you are also going to have people that are secretly inspired by you, and that is entirely okay. I need you to focus on the good things. I need you to focus on what's making you feel good. I need you to focus on building for somebody else other than yourself. Now, you may not want to continue your lineage. I'm a person that does. I want, when I leave this world, my kids be like, yo, mom really put in work. She didn't care what it looked like, how people saw her. She just did it. And so people are going to love you in your startup. People are going to be like, oh yeah, I see your light. It's so shining. It's so bright. I want to be a part of the team, until they recognize, what it actually takes to be around you, what it takes to be even in your presence. Because you are authentic. You're authentic. So therefore, people also need to be authentic to be around you. And if they're not okay with looking themselves in the mirror and doing the reflective work, then they're going to build insecurities, and they might start projecting those insecurities on you. They might start thinking that, they're going to start telling you that you're them. Baby, just because we in the same place doesn't mean we are the same. Like, newsflash, I need you to get it together. We are not the same. Just because we are in the same circle, in the same place, we are not the same. And I do think that I am above certain things, but I also know that there are a lot of things that are also above me. So that is why I am in a very humble place. Like, I don't think I'm better than nobody, but I just know that I'm me, and I love me. Okay. That has nothing to do in comparison with you. I just love myself. So love yourself. And people gonna see that you love yourself and be like, damn, like, why she loves herself. So then people gonna start to switch up. You might start to see those happy face faces turn a little bit envious. They might start to scold you. They might, have them ill faces and be like, who does she think she is? Who do they think they are? Why is she trying to be so different? Why she always trying to do something new? Oh, now she got a podcast. Now she want to do this. Now she want to do that. Do it any freaking way. And I will say the fear of being perceived for me, I had to sit down and actually think about what it was that I did not like about being perceived. Because I'm a person, I don't mind being the center of attention. I'm a type of person, I'm a party starter. Like, if I see a place is boring, baby, I'm about to bring some life to it. So it's not that I had a fear of being perceived. I realized I just didn't like the switch up. I love the startup. I love the admiration. I love when people are speaking life into whatever it is that I'm doing. Oh, I see you. You got it. You doing real good in life. And then they see me doing excellent. They see me doing great. And then the people who said that they were happy for you, they might start to switch up. And sometimes it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with how they feel about themselves, because it's like, dang, your progress is starting to feel like it's happening overnight. Like, yo, you just started this podcast. Why do you have over 5,000 followers now? Why do you have 10,000 subscribers? Wait, hold on, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is actually working for you. And so the progress that you're making, people are gonna start to feel like it's happening overnight. And so the only thing that makes people become resistant towards you or, switch up is because they start looking at themselves. It's like, oh, she actually is exactly who she says she is. They actually are doing the thing that they said they were doing. And so people start to internalize that about themselves, like, dang, maybe I could be further along. And any single time they get around you, they start to feel insecure. And again, that has everything to do with them. But here's the thing about it. I was internalizing that because I just don't like when people, like, I'm not gonna say don't like me, but I just don't like when people switch up on me, because I'm just like, dang, I really thought this person was cool. Like, they were happy for me, and now they just starting to look at me different, and they starting to feel some type of way towards me. They starting to project those insecurities on me. And it just feels uncomfortable, especially when you're an empathetic person. You feel people's emotions. So you feel when people are uncomfortable. You feel when people are just like, ugh, she's sending me bad vibes, dude. She's sending me bad vibes. They're sending me bad vibes. I think they're jealous. And it just feels so uncomfortable to be in that situation. So yeah, sometimes it's a little bit habitual to dim your light because you want other people around you to feel comfortable. But newsflash, stop dimming your light. Stop. Because those are other people's problems. You can't fix how other people feel. And if people want to, take a break from you, take a, step back, let them step back. Don't let that stop your motion. Because at the end of the day, some people aren't there to actually switch up on you. And I'm realizing that also. Some people aren't there to switch up on you. Sometimes they just need to take a step back and reflect on, like, what's going on in their life. They just need to take a pause. Like, dang, this is my friend. This is my, why am I feeling this way about my friend, and let them do the internal work that they need to even be around you. That's what it takes to be around you, for people to do the work. Like, why are you feeling this way? People need to be reflective. People need to have self-accountability. People need to be authentic. So you got to let people figure out their feelings, their emotions, their, just how they're feeling. And I'm really talking to myself, y'all. Because I'm not gonna lie, I can't stand when somebody switch up on me. I've had people switch up on me. I'm like, damn. And the thing is, I'm quick to cut somebody off because I'm like, I feel your vibe. I feel like you don't got genuine intention for me. And a lot of the times it has worked out in my favor. But I will say, and again, if you know something, say something. This is why I'm telling you guys, don't make that same mistake, because there have been people that I'm realizing I didn't need to cut off, and that distance and space that was created because I let them, take a step back and do the work that they needed to do. I maybe took it a little too personal. Like, I have a bit of an avoidant attachment. So, like, rather than talking about it and having an open and honest conversation. I'm very much, you know, in a different space now, but I used to just be like, okay, well, we're done talking. We don't need to talk. And so whereas I just needed to give a little bit more space, I created a lot of distance. And sometimes when you have that distance, you can't always come back from it, or that relationship isn't going to be that same. And so sometimes those people that I created that distance with, like, I'm very much still cool with. However, the relationship, I don't think could recover after that, because it's been such a long amount of time. Like, when I tell you I be creating distance, maybe I be creating that distance. So anyways, I'm talking about the people though that needed to be like, that switched up and needed to be cut off. Because at the end of the day, just because people tend to come back, that don't mean they coming back with pure intention. Some people really out here just like, oh, they're opportunists. Like, okay, she really doing her big one. Hey cousin, like, hey fam, like, they see you on them shows now. They see you with the big following. They see you upgrading your wardrobe. They see how, you know, your testimony look good on you. Now they want to come back around. Nah. They liked you in your startup. Then they wanted to play in your face and they wanted to switch up. Well, now, tell them bitches catch up. Okay? Tell them bitches catch up. Catch it. Okay? Because they don't got nothing to offer you. They don't got nothing to offer you. And so I know in those 3 seasons, in those 3 different spaces, how can you even begin to differentiate those spaces, right? I will say pray for discernment, because it took a lot of trial and error, me even getting here, me making mistakes, me letting people that didn't need to be let back into my life, me letting them in, and I'm like, okay, wait, no, you actually don't have the best of intentions for me. And so then I had to cut them back off or create that distance and just let the trash take itself out, so on and so forth. Y'all pray for discernment, pray for good judgment, and reflect. It took like each and every single stage that I've experienced, the startup, the switch up, and the catch up, I've had to kind of just sit there and reflect, like, okay, what do I want? What don't I want any more of? And how am I going to stop myself from having these experiences if I don't want to have them anymore? Or if I want to have these experiences, how am I going to have more of them? And reflect, y'all. You got to do the work. You got to do the work. But if you're watching my channel, you are somebody that already does the work, because you're authentic, boo. You can't be authentic and be a lie at the same time. The two contradict each other. This is not a juxtaposed position. Like, you are exactly what you say you are. Like, you know? And I love that for you. I love that for you. I love that for us. I don't want to make this video too long, but I just wanted to say, like, if you starting something right now, there's very much a high possibility of, you know, people switching up. But it's okay, because it's a part of the process. Really, like, some people just really need to watch from a distance. I want to say, for me, I'm at the point where I feel like I'm not there yet, but I'm in the verge. Or maybe I am. I don't know. But I feel like I'm at a point where I'm now telling people to catch up, because there are some people that are trying to, you know, straggle their way on through, like, hey, how you doing? And I'm just like, I'm doing fine. How are you? And it's like, good. But that don't mean, you know, forgiveness doesn't always mean reconciliation. Like, we don't need to go back to how we was, but ain't no beef on this side. But I still need you to understand, you can't get too close to this sign. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. As I continue to experience more of, like, success, and I don't know, as you guys can see, I'm glowing. People been saying, like, yo, Tay, you look good, like, you glowing, like, baby, you happy, and it's because I've been doing the work. I've been reflecting, and I really feel like the season that I'm in life, and y'all can probably what's the word? Y'all could probably relate to this, and if you do, go ahead and, like, drop a comment or whatever. But I feel like where I am in life, I'm getting ready to receive, and I'm getting ready to really like receive my portion of life, because I have sowed a lot of seeds, and now I'm here to reap the benefit of all the things that I've sown. You know, I've sown a lot of seeds earlier on in these past couple years, and I feel as if because I've allowed myself to go through the process and, you know, really let God change me, let life change me, let things, using my adversity to really like put me forward in life. Now I'm just like, dang, yo, you sow good seeds, you gonna get good fruit. So keep on sowing good seeds, you gonna get good fruit. We love a flower talk. We love a flower talk, for real. I love a flower analogy. You guys are gonna see that I'm going to continue to use flower analogies, like seeds and fruit. Like, yo, it's biblical, like for real, you know. It's a reason they say that, like, you reap what you sow. You sow good seed, you won't get good fruit. So keep on being authentic, keep on being the best version of you. I promise you, it's gonna come back in life. You're gonna have that glow about you. You're gonna have a great testimony, a great testament, and sooner or later, even though the people switched up after the startup, you're gonna be telling these people catch up. So until the next episode, y'all, that's the first episode of Flower Talk.